Serena Williams has a perfect butt. I think Megan Thee Stallion has a perfect butt. And Jasmine's a little too small. But, I mean, it's still early, you know, so I'm giving it time. I'm hopeful, you know, that things can turn around.
Has anyone had sex yet?
Spoiler alert. No, Gina, no one has had sex yet. That's because I don't even know if any of these couples really like each other, with the exception of Chris and Nicole. Hey guys, it's Liz Long, and this is your Red Wine recap of Married at First Sight Nashville. We have reached that point in our MAFS journey where the couples are now ranking each other on their level of physical attraction. And the numbers, well, let's just say they aren't pretty. But before doing that, let's get a quick dose of MAFS news. So it looks like with the new year comes a new Mindy Sheben. She was spotted out with Steve Moy. Remember Steve? He was with Noy. They had the very public, messy breakup. People pretty much sided with Steve. And of course, everybody sided with Mindy. She was paired with Zach. And looks like fans are here for it, including me. You know, I really think Lifetime should do like a Bachelor in Paradise type show where all of the divorcees, and there are a lot of them, get together and just kind of see who goes with who, because it seems like lately we've had a lot of kind of crossbreeding of seasons. Back to the season at hand.
On a scale of 1 to 10, being attracted to me, I feel like she's at like a 12.
Yeah.
You can tell.
She can't get over me. I'm spicy.
And I feel like I'm at like a 4 or 5.
Airris, in the words of Oprah,
what?
Please, Lord, let us not have a whole season where we see Jasmine try to lower herself to make Airris fall in love with her.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
He hasn't done it in 4 decades. I don't think he's gonna fall in love in 8 weeks. You know, Airris is talking to his boys about how he's not attracted to Jasmine, but something tells me he would be fine sleeping with her. I'm having MAFS PTSD right now. And while we have Airris complaining that Jasmine doesn't have enough curves, we have Clint over here saying just the opposite.
But, I mean, the physical component, typically the girls that I have dated are very athletic, slender.
Okay, I think it's fair to say, guys, the boxing gloves are off after that comment. But here's the question. On a scale of 1 to 10, since we seem to really be a fan of scales here now, how bad is it that Clint said this, given that just prior, Gina had told him she was not attracted to him at all and his gingery features? I mean, does it make a difference that Gina made her comment to Clint in private, but then he chose to say his comment in front of the whole group, and what they said was a group of curvy women? I mean, maybe. But then we have Gina doing the whole debriefing session with the women after the fact, and she's just choosing to withhold that to herself, that she basically threw the first blow, that she basically told Clint she's not attracted to him. And then, you know, all the girls are ready to cut Clint out. It's kind of hypocritical.
Serenity now!
If I had to choose a side here, I guess I'd go with Clint, as much as it pains me. I don't know, guys. Let me know what side you're on. Okay, guys, we've reached the awards, and our first Best Spousey goes to Shaq. Now, I know I didn't talk about him in this video, but he had a stellar performance in last night's episode. I mean, he nicely kind of called out Kirsten and stood his ground. He was basically like, what is it that you like about me? You're saying all these things that you don't like about me, but what is it that you like about me? And he did it in a very respectful manner, and while he held his ground. And what about those dance moves? I have to say, Kirsten and Shaq dancing was probably my favorite moment of the entire episode. Okay, so next Best Spousey is Mac. This is Mac's first time on the board, and I'm giving it to him, and yeah, I didn't talk about him in this video either, but last night he had a really iconic moment when he had this to say.
I think Gina's sexy. I think you're crazy. But I think she's gorgeous.
And yeah, Dominic is complaining that he jokes too much and that he's not adventurous, but he seems like he's trying to be a little bit adventurous. And what's wrong with a little bit of joking anyways? And not to mention, he even apologized to her for, you know, being too jokey. So, Mac. Most lousy. Well, where do I begin? I mean, Airris. We might as well keep him up here all the time because he's made the board every time. Yeah, it was pretty funny when he said Clint and Gina low-key called each other ugly. I mean, that was pretty funny. But, I mean, he's saying he's a 12, she's a 4 and a 5. Airris. Next most lousy. Gina's salon. Yeah, I mean, Gina's salon is the talk of the town, or at least the talk of Gina's town, apparently. And Clint is tired of hearing it, and I think we're probably a little tired of hearing it too. And finally, I'm going to end it with this most lousy. Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal. I mean, what are you guys thinking when you match these two? More and more every season, I am becoming convinced that they really are doing this for the drama. I mean, I hate to say it, and guess what? We like to see happy couples. We like to see it. So enough with the drama. I mean, a little drama's good, a little bit in doses, but we overall love to see the happy couples. So come on, Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper. Give the people what they want. Until next week, guys. Bye-bye.